Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I'm so excited. I've got my new laptop up and running. Yeah, I think things are looking a little bit, bright. Actually, well, not bright. Bright. This side, no. I didn't put my artificial lighting. Doesn't matter. But it's now the evening show. We're going to be reviewing the news of the morning show. And maybe I might add a little bit of sauce on this one. Who knows? Who knows? But we've got some comments from you remember that defender who got manhandled by that Chelsea attacker Romelu Lukaku. We've got some thoughts about top four. Can Arsenal really gain top four? I'll tell you what. Talk about bare bones, bare bones. Mikel Arteta and the youngsters. Let's see what they can actually do with 17 games to go, and we've got some other bits and pieces kind of sandwiched in between the four segments. Four segments, I tell you, here on Cannon 4 TV. Oh, I'm so excited. And actually, there's going to be a little bit of a lull, well, not a lull, a little bit of a video towards the end. There's so much to pack in this evening show here before my wife arrives home. See you in a few seconds, right after this interview, this video break. Yeah, man. Welcome back to Canon Fun. I'm so happy. I've got my new laptop. My old laptop, but I got my new laptop. I'm just so excited, man. Thinking, I don't have to, reboot the laptop up with it. So far, everything's running okay. But I'm so happy. A new laptop. Oh, goodness. Anyway, calm yourself down, Alex. Calm yourself down. Easy, easy, lemon squeezy. Welcome to the evening show over here on Cannon Fodder TV. We're going to be reviewing, well, a lot of the segments that we spoke about. Four parts of the whole. Yeah, four parts of the new segments on Cannon Fodder TV. But if you don't mind, like it says there, subscribe. If you don't mind, just subscribe. It just says on the side there, pow! Subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. Yeah. We're live and direct from somewhere in the universe, somewhere on planet Earth, somewhere in England, somewhere in London, somewhere in North London. I'm not telling you the exact location. But anyway, just strap yourselves in. Oh, Nelly, this is going to be an interesting one. I'll do my best. I shall do my best. Anyway, let's remove this and then go into the first segment on here. And then we put up the manager's face here for the first segment. And my goodness. Yeah, Mikel Arteta faces a transfer exodus. Well, we know that as boss hails league youngest squad. The average age of Arsenal squad now has dropped during the transfer window. And Mikel Arteta will now rely on youth to secure the Champions League spots for next season. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Mikel Arteta's side will be under so much pressure. Yeah, even more pressure now more than ever to make the Premier League's top four at the end of the season, as failure to qualify for next season's Champions League could see them lose some of their best players. What, best players? Yeah. Could we lose some of our best players? Who's our best players? I could probably say Ramsdale, Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Tomiyasu, Gabriel. None of these players are about to leave Arsenal. None of them. I think they're here for the long haul. They are. None of them are going to leave just because, we might not make it in the top four. We might not make it. We're not going to make it. Don't get it twisted, people. Arsenal are not going to make top four by hook or by the crook. Arsenal, I repeat, are not going to make top four. With or without the likes of Bukayo Saka, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Martinelli, if I mentioned his name already, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. I think what I would say is it's not controversial. Well, not for me anyway, at least. Because these opinions are my own opinions. I've got no one telling me, Alex, you've got to say this and you've got to say that. No one can tell me what to say. 2 seasons, minimum 2 seasons, Arsenal will be out of Europe. And you imagine, with all the shenanigans going on in this season, which is still not over, and we have not been in European football. Much less if we were in Europa Cup, if we were in the Champions League. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what would be happening here? So I think we don't need that distraction just yet. We're not ready. We're not ready. And if we were to make it, which we're not, to make it in the Champions League spot, can you imagine this squad featuring in the Champions League? Hand on heart, what do you think realistic Arsenal, this squad of players, could do in the Champions League? They'll get battered and bruised like Baton Rouge. No, nah, we are not ready. I repeat, we are not ready to feature in the Champions League. We're still 4 to 5 players short. You know, it's good that they got rid of a lot of players, whether they, went out on a free, although there was no money to be made, or went out on loan. We're not ready. We are miles away. And that's the Champions League. What about the Premier League? 17 years and counting that we have not won the Premier League. Now, I've seen some real bad times. I remember I was supporting Arsenal since the 70s, mid-70s. So don't talk to me about dark times. But yeah, I mean, it's good that the average age has gone down, but we need to make sure that if we do go in the transfer market in the summer, that the money that we've been counting up in the coffers, that we spend the money wisely. And also still transition in some of the youngster players. What's the point of having an academy if you cannot give a pathway to the youngsters to maybe feature one day in a senior squad? There's no point in having an academy. Just close it now. A little bit of a rant there. Was it a rant? Ah, man, I just haven't got my new laptop. I will just say that. Right. So the second news segment. Remember, there's 4 parts of the whole here on Canal 4 TV this evening. Is regards to our winger, Nicolas Pepe. Transfer speculation. Nicolas Pepe shakes off speculation linking him with leaving the Gunners during the January transfer window. Mikel Arteta trimmed his squad rather dramatically during the course of the month, as 13 players departed. Was it 13? Did 13 players really depart the Emirates? Anyway, but despite the exodus of players, Pepe remained at the club despite being linked with a return to France. Amid interest from Marseille and Lyon. And the winger has now sent a message to the fans which hints at his intentions for the future. And it comes after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang made his Barcelona debut. I was shown the door actually, and Bruno Guimaraes had explained why he chose to join Newcastle. Well, good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. Did Newcastle actually tell Bruno Guimaraes that they are at the wrong end of the table? They must have sold him a lie, man. I can't believe you. Anyway, it's none of my business. Anyway, so but it appears Pepe wasn't interested in a return to France, despite being frozen out of Arteta's side as the deadline passed without any materializing. Pepe hasn't been pleased about his lack of playing time, as Arteta revealed that he approached him about his minutes before the emphatic 5-1 win over Sunderland in the Carabao Cup last month, where he got on the score sheet and registered 2 assists. He said, a player that doesn't play if he's happy, we have a big problem. Nico has not been happy and asking for more minutes. This is the attitude that we want from our players. Pepe hasn't played much football for Arsenal since that report came to light, but he has been away on international duty and actually played quite well in the AFCON for Ivory Coast. But we want to see that performance replicated at Arsenal. Replicate that performance at Arsenal, please, Mr. Pepe. He linked up with his Arsenal teammates at their warm-up weather training camp in Dubai last week and had 2 simple words for Arsenal fans. What were the 2 words, Mr. Pepe? The 2 words were, I'm back. Nico Pepe. I'm back. Yeah, Jerry, me, you're back. You got to perform, man. You have to perform. Righty. What was the next segment that we want to talk about? What we should talk about next? Have I missed something out? I think what we'll go. We're going to this. I didn't want to talk. I want to leave this one to last. We're back in Premier League action on Thursday. It's going to be a 7:45 kickoff. My brother will be doing his live watch along. It's going to for him. It's going to be a 7:15 kickoff. So make sure you support him as best the best you can. But Mark Lawrenson has made a prediction for Thursday's game, Wolves versus Arsenal. Remember, we're playing at the Molineux. But yeah, I tell you what, Bruno Lage oversaw 3 Premier League victories in January that helped him pick up his first ever Manager of the Month award. Congratulations. But frustratingly, though, Wolves do go into the game with Arsenal having just gone out of the FA Cup to Norwich. A poor performance led to a 1-0 defeat, which was bitterly disappointing as Conor Cody, who I think would be a fantastic signing for Arsenal, made his 300th appearance for the club as well. A big response is needed, and an erratic Arsenal side are next on the visitors to the Molineux. Now, the Gunners had a shocking January. We didn't win a single game in the Premier League and went out both the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. And it's a great chance for Wolves. It's a great chance for Arsenal actually to secure some points. But Lawrenson thinks that it will happen. So he's predicting a 2-0 win for Wolves. Yes, Mark Lawrenson. What's he talking about? You might be right, though. Wolves went out of the FA Cup last weekend to Norwich, but their Premier League form has been very impressive since the return of the year, says Mark Lawrenson. Bruno Lange's side are very good defensively. That means they can put in a pretty average performance going forward, but still have a chance of winning games because they are so solid. They have conceded only 16 goals in 21 league games so far. I don't think Arsenal will break them down either. So, guys, you can come into the live chat. You can tell me, what is your prediction for the game on Thursday? The Wolves versus the Gunners. Can a Wolf beat a Gunner? I'm just asking. Can a Wolf beat a Gunner? We're going to the next segment. Let's go to the next segment. So the next segment is in regards to this gentleman here. You remember he got manhandled by Romelu Lukaku? Do you not remember? I remember. Oh, my goodness. Well, Pablo Mari has actually said that he believes that Mikel Arteta is one of the best managers. So you've not been managed by many many managers. But yeah, he says that he's found it very difficult, with life for Arsenal. But he just believes that Mikel Arteta is one of the best managers. I was thinking, okay, all right, yeah, oops, yeah. The Pablo Mari has pinned his miserable time at Arsenal down to not having any luck at the Emirates. The Spanish defender was sent out on loan in January, the transfer window, to Serie A Udinese after failing to make a single Premier League appearance since August. And I think that was the game after, isn't it? Straight after, it got dropped, didn't it? The 28-year-old was one of Mikel Arteta's first signings back in January 2020. Initially joining on loan before making the move permanent that summer. But Mari has failed to nail down a starting place during his season and a half at Arsenal, ultimately leading to his decision to go out on loan. And the former Man City man has reflected on how things have unfortunately played out with Arsenal. He told Spanish radio Marca, haven't had any luck at Arsenal, but when I've been on the pitch, I think I've given a very good level. In the end, there comes a point where you have to make decisions, Pablo Mari said. That's certainly not to say that he has had any kind of falling out with Mikel Arteta, though. He insists he's one of the best coaches he's worked with. Yeah, that's what he says here in the Mirror. Mari added, Arteta is one of the best managers I've come across. He helped me a lot to understand football better. It's an idea very similar to Guardiola's, but with its nuances. Going into the relationship with City boss Guardiola, Mari added, Guardiola is one of the great coaches in history. Soccer players always, he's using the word soccer, so you know what, I'm not going to bother read on. But I'll take from that, he's saying that Mikel Arteta is one of the best managers that he's been managed by. Okay. And that's it. That's all the segments done and dusted here on the evening show. We've just been repeating the news of the morning show. And yeah, Pablo Mari, man. What's he been drinking, man? What's he been drinking? Anyway. So I think what I'll do, now I've got my new laptop back, I can actually look at the poll on the laptop rather than looking at it on my mobile phone. So let's have a butcher's. Let's just kind of switch the account here. Oh, what's happened here? What's happened here? Oh, I might have to. Oh, come on, I forgot to add the account, didn't I? Forgot to add the account. Okay, bear me a second, people. I'm just gonna. I need to look at the poll and see. Okay, right. It's got into a different. What's going on here? What's going on here, people? Just bear me a second, bear me a second, bear me a second, please. Bear me a second, bear me a second, bear me a second, please. All right, here we are. Here we are. Right. So the poll. What was the poll? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to. Yeah. me. Right. So the poll was: would you like to see Serge Gnabry at Arsenal? In brackets again. Just asking the question. I'm only asking the question. Out of 897 votes, I kid you not, 897 votes. If you wanted to have your say, go on the platform, check out the community tab, and have your say and vote. So 897 votes, 30 likes and 6 comments. I have responded to those comments there. The votes or the percentages are as follows. So 20% of you, yeah, the followers and subscribers on Cannon 42 believe that. No, Alex, we don't want to see a surge. The surge. The surge at Arsenal. So, oh, you're so horrible. You horrible lot. And 80% of the followers and subscribers on Cannon 42 TV believe that, yes, we would like to see the surge back at Arsenal. What's wrong with you? And the thing is, he's still only 26 years of age. He's not like an Aaron Ramsey who's like in his early 30s. You know, who else? Patrick Vieira, who's in his 40s. Dennis Bergkamp. So, 26 years of age. Champions League winner. One of very few players who left Arsenal and have stardom. So why would he want to come back to Arsenal? You really want to see a Serge Gnabry come back to Arsenal? Anyway. Okay, so what we are going to do now, I believe we can go into the live chat now and see who has joined us on this evening show over here. Who have we got here? Who have we got here then? Let's have a butchers and let's have a look. All right, so we got Alex went out to foster a cat. Did I? Did I? Behave yourself. You joker. Good afternoon, Alex, Shidi, and chat room. DWTT, what's happening, man? What's happening? I tell you what, man, you're actually burning the candle both ends, isn't it? I mean, you're on Arsenal fan circle. I've seen you like moderating other channels. You know, you're on the Red Cannon, hosting. God, dare me, man. Where do you find the time? Where do you find the time, Gary? God, my goodness. But anyway, kudos to you. Kudos to you. We've got John, who says, afternoon, DWTT. And we've got Russ Morgan. Good afternoon. Hello, Russ. I hope you're keeping well. Oh, such niceties in live chat. I'm hating it now. No, I'm not. If Arsenal lose Martinelli, also throwing Saka, problems, big problems. I don't expect it. But you defeatist. You're such a defeatist, Gary. Well, actually, we spoke about it this morning. I was like responding to Tired Gunnosaurus, and he was asking a question, and I said it from this perspective that I don't think the players would want to leave Arsenal. I don't think they would want to leave. Honor, your bond, the word is your bond, the money is the money, but I don't think they would want to leave Arsenal. However, if a club came in, let's just say a Newcastle or Liverpool or Man City came with mega bucks, and you know, Silent Stan is good at smelling that money, and he comes, oh, I smell pounds, I smell money. I can see them going. I can see them going because money is money, isn't it? But would they want if I don't know if a Barcelona came in, if a Real Madrid came in, how can they not turn it down? So there's a question for everyone in the live chat now. If you were playing for Arsenal, if you were Bukayo Saka, if you were Emerson Rowe or Martinelli, and Real Madrid came knocking on the door, would you answer? Would you answer? Goodness gracious me. Oh, man. Oh. As we finally agree on something, Arsenal isn't ready for Champions League. No need to rush. Let's get the starting 11, start from there and move on. What do you mean? We've agreed on. Actually, no, you're right. That's the only thing we agreed on, isn't it? That's not actually true, Gary, because I've seen you talking on Arsenal Fan Circle when Ray's talking about this. And I was like, no, Ray, no, you're wrong, Ray. I was thinking, DWT, just take it easy, man. It's only football. It's only football. Pepe won't be leaving until he has 2 years left on his contract, and only then will Arsenal rip up his contract and pay him to play elsewhere. There we were thinking that our former captain left, but Arsenal paid him £7 million. Well, it wasn't a golden handshake. It was more like a kick, wasn't it? With the £7 million on the boot. There you are. It's just £7 million. Aubameyang, good. Get out. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Alex, our season feels like we are on the back of that coach full of gold. Yeah, hanging over the cliff. Yeah, the Italian job. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. But to go to Champions League, top four. It's a good movie, actually, The Italian Job. It was on the other day, wasn't it? Afcon Pepe was lost with the luggage of his stay in Dubai. Welcome back. Gary, what's wrong? You don't want Pepe? You don't want him at Arsenal? You don't want Pepe at Arsenal? Is that what you're saying? I mean, he's a lucky fellow, to be honest. He's a very, very lucky fellow. I actually thought that he was going to be the one to be sold in the January transfer window. Not, well, I mean, he left on a free, didn't he, eventually, Aubameyang. But I think Pepe is very, very lucky. I've said for the longest time, I'm sorry, but Project Pepe hasn't worked. Hasn't worked. But nobody listens to me. Anyway. Oops, what's happened here? I was hoping Pepe's 2 words were going to be... No. I'm back. You can't make it up, but you just couldn't make it up, man. I'm back. I think, oh my goodness, Pepe, man. Anyway, 3 wins in January for Wolves. What is a win? One was still waiting. Gary, behave yourself. Such negativity from you. What's wrong with you? Leave all that stuff to me. We have more chance of getting into Fort Knox than breaking down Wolves. Do you really believe so, Russ? I thought you would have thought that we would win against. I tell you what, Wolves, as you know, they've lost Adama Traore. He's gone back to Barcelona. They're still a solid and well organized outfit. Predictions. What's your predictions? Predictions for the game on Thursday, people. Let me know your predictions. Best Arsenal can do is draw based on current form, but they need a win after the Burnley draw. What's the situation with Granit Xhaka? He, goodness gracious me. I think we'll pass on that. I'm not going to talk about him. I'm predicting a 3-0 for Arsenal against Wolves. Alex, Eddie. If we dress up. Garrett, what's wrong with you, mate? What's wrong? If we dress up the Wolves as Arsenal cones, we might have a chance. But guys, your thoughts about Pablo Mari saying that Mikel Arteta is one of the best? Let me just get his quote here again. This is quote Pablo Mari, man. What's yeah? Pablo Mari said he added, "Arteta's one of the best managers I've come across." I was thinking, all right, so maybe Pablo Mari, you haven't played for many teams then. Oh, goodness. Anyway. Oh. Retract that statement, else we'll have to call the photos. There is a jacket and a padded room with an opening for you. I'm trying to be positive. Yeah, I've only got my room waiting. Oh my goodness. Serge at Arsenal, Alex, you've lost it. Only time we'll see Serge at Emirates playing football is next. No, I'm only asking a question. I mean, I don't want to see him play at Arsenal. I think he's. Who was it? I did a segment day before yesterday. Oh, it was Paul Merson. Paul Merson was talking about Lacazette. He doesn't want to see Arsenal go crazy, even if Lacazette scores like more than 10 goals with the 17 remaining games. He said that no, Lacazette's had his time. So don't go crazy, Arsenal, and offer Lacazette, a crazy contract. And lots of which with Serge Gnabry, he had his time at Arsenal. So I'm not saying I want him to come back. He's had his time. Right? Colin! Hello, Alex. I finally caught you live. Yeah, what's happening? I think it must be work commitments because there's no reason why you wouldn't come to the morning show. I've actually had the second one that I did. Did I do one yesterday? I didn't do one yesterday. I did one, yeah, today, didn't I? Anyway, hope you're all keeping well, my friends. If we get the surge, it would be a miracle, a downward jump for him. And that is it. Why would he want to come to Arsenal? Seeing how, remember he played for Pulis, West Brom. No. It would be a downward. It wouldn't be a downward step. It would be like a jump below. Geronimo, here I come. And then the two words, I'm here. The surge is here. Here he comes. It will be a massive step down for Serge to come to Arsenal. With everything that he's achieved, nah. Stay where you are, man. Age 26, don't come to Arsenal. Don't come to Arsenal. John Green, the fact Arsenal is a step down for any club is why big players aren't coming here. Young up and coming players may leave. Would Arsenal turn down 100 million for Saka? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. But like I said, if you were Bukayo Saka and Real Madrid came knocking on the door, who's there? Would you answer? Would you want to leave the comforts of Arsenal to go and play for Real Madrid? goodness, man. Give Pep more time. Russ, I want him. I want him to perform for Arsenal like he did for Ivory Coast. I want him to succeed. I don't want him to, like, sign up for £72 million and then he's like a dud. We thought he was a stud, but he's a dud. I want him to succeed. But from what I've seen, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. As they will come and we will lose them. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Colin. God, Terry, me. I feel deflated now. Anyway, Alex, there's been a debate about Arsenal legends. How do we define an Arsenal legend? We know who Wayne. Well, my brother, I think he set the benchmark. A legend has to have won a Premier League. That is the standard. Anything above that, that's an addition. That's an added value, isn't it? But for you to qualify to be a legend, you have to have won a Premier League. Aubameyang has not won a Premier League, and I've seen all the tweets going out there with the picture of Lee Dixon and Aubameyang, and everyone's confused. The legend is on the left, not on the right. Good player, the time he had at Arsenal, but not a legend. Not a legend. And don't even compare him to my legend, Liam Brady. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. But yeah, to qualify or to be, even considered, the player must have won a Premier League. I mean, you could probably say that Jack Wilshere is a fan favourite, but not a legend. Not a legend. No, sorry. Carzola, fan favourite. Alexis Sanchez, a fan favourite, but not legends. They're not legends. I'm sorry, people. Still getting used to this touchpad here. I want AFCON Pepe. Newsflash, DWT, you ain't getting the AFCON Pepe. You're not getting him, man. That's back in the tournament, not here in the Premier League. But I don't expect to see him in a red shirt. Plus, will he get to play? And that's it, isn't it? That's it. The report I read there, Arteta said, yeah, actually, he came to talk to me. He wasn't happy. But then show it on the pitch, for crying out loud, Pepe. The best way you can shove it down the manager's throat is by proving him wrong. How can you prove him wrong? It's by playing your heart out and showing it on the pitch. Score the goals, get the assists. But so far, Pepe, you're proving the manager right. Why should he choose you? Now, I know this debate about, but it's the formation. He's not in, the tactics, the formation just doesn't suit Pepe. I tell you what, you pay me the money that Arsenal pay, then whatever formation Arsenal does, and I'll play in that formation there. I don't care what the formation is. Do it. You're paid so much money, Nicolas Pepe. If Arteta's asking you to walk and walk, do it. If he's asking you to fly, say how high. Just do it. Prove the manager wrong, Nicolas Pepe. Yeah, it's good that you went to him and said, actually, I'm not happy. Can you give me one more minutes? Well, Pepe, the only minute I can give you is the minute of the time. It's 5 minutes too. Prove the manager wrong, Nicolas Pepe. So far, you're making it so easy for him to actually, you know what? Not producing the goods. This is the formation I want the players to play. These are tactics. If you can't adjust to the tactics, then you're making it easy for me. Prove the manager wrong, Nicolas Pepe. But in regards to getting the AFCON Pepe, it's not going to happen, DWTT. It's not going to happen. Wolves have lost the second best defense in the Premier League. I said lost. They had the second best. Yeah, solid, solid as a rock. If Arsenal treat the players like they do, we won't sign best players, says Samuel. 12th doesn't keep promises or loyalty, and I do not blame them. You know what I'm thinking about when I went to see Liam Brady. You know, it was an evening with Liam Brady, and I remember he left Arsenal in 1979 to go. I mean, there was a lot of like whispering about is he going to leave, is he going to stay, and actually he left in 1979 to go and play for Juventus. And he said, well, first and foremost, he said that he didn't believe that Terry Neal and the board had the ambition to want to win the league. So that made it easier for him. And even more so, he said that Juventus were paying him a lot more money. So even back then in the 70s, you know, the money aspect, isn't it? The ambition. If Arsenal do not and cannot show the ambition, of course, they're going to leave. We want a core of players to be at Arsenal that we can build on that, build a house with the bricks and challenge for the Premier League, and someday win the Champions League. But if you keep selling off, you know, chipping off the foundation, you can never build a steady house. Never. And fortunately or unfortunately, Bukayo Saka, Emma Smith Rowe, Ramsdale, Ben White, Gabriel, Martinelli, they form the core, not Thomas Partey. Sorry, guys, not Thomas Partey for me. These youngsters here, they form the core group at Arsenal. And again, if you get rid of them, if money comes along and you sell them, Arsenal will remain a mid-table team. And that's just the way it is. Frustration, anger, angst, because we've seen over the years what Arsenal have achieved. We're the club that's won the FA Cup the most times. It's in the record books. In the record books. We've had invincibles, but we can't rely on that short pass. I mean, the pass is going further into the history. You know, I do the player profile segment where I feature players who have played for Arsenal over the last 40 and sometimes 50 years, not over the last 20 or 30 years. I'm not there yet, but there comes a time when, you know, with the fan base, because I'm not going to be here forever. A lot of us, the fan base who supported Arsenal in the 70s, we're not going to be here forever. So all that, the Invincibles and, you know, winning the FA Cup for the record time is going to be a long distance. So it's time for, how can I say this? For Arsenal to come up from their bootstraps, for the fan base to unite. Because I've said it so many times when people are laughing at me. It's not going to be any billionaire coming up, you know, riding. Here comes the cavalry. Bucket loads of money to save Arsenal from the clutches of Silent Stan. No. It can only be, and it will be, the fans and supporters. When we truly can come together and whatever it takes to save our club. Because we deserve that. But unfortunately, like I said to my brother, come towards the end of the season. Do you know what's going to happen towards the end? People are going to wake up and say, oh my goodness, we've got to protest. We have to protest because things are absolutely terrible. Well, what happened August? What happened between August and May? Did you forget? I mean, Stan Kroenke's still here. The memory, we're so selective when we want to protest. We have to be relentless. Got to be relentless. Because Stan Kroenke is relentless. He's not budging. He's like a barnacle. Have you seen a barnacle on the bottom of a boat? Have you ever tried to knock off a barnacle? Pow! It takes a lot to budge that barnacle off the bottom of a boat. And Stan Kroenke is that barnacle. But it doesn't just drop off on its own. It takes some force to remove that barnacle from the boat. And so as night follows, I'm absolutely sure that come towards the end of the season, people are going to be saying, oh my goodness, life at Arsenal is terrible. Oh my goodness. And all the while, they've gone to the armory and they bought all the latest kit, the retro kit, the green kit, the black kit, the red, all those kits there. We're so selective to the point where if a Man City was to come in with bucket loads of money, if a Real Madrid was to come in with bucket loads of money, Silent Sam will smell that money from miles and miles. And I say, you know what? Sell the player. Why? Because I said so. Ah, my goodness. I don't recognize my club, man. Karami says, bless you as well, my brother. Who we buy? Excuse me. Who we buy? Wiltshire? No, we didn't buy anyone, man. Wilshire's not coming, man. He already said that. Arteta said, you know what, Wilshere, thanks for the memories. Thank you for training with the lads. Really do appreciate it, but we don't want you to sign for Arsenal. He said it himself. I've watched the players. New job eats my time up, but I haven't changed Arteta on loan. Oh, dearie me. Sorry, guys. Arteta on loan? Arteta on loan? Sorry, guys. Can't loan out your manager? Arsenal are in serious danger of losing the kids. Yeah, they are. They are. The crown jewels, man. The crown jewels are gone. Oops. What's going on here? Okay. Pepe can't play under too much of a restriction. I don't know, man. Like I said, that the amount of money that they get paid, give me that money and I'll play whatever position they want me to play. Whatever formation, I'll play in that formation. Based on our situation, we look like we're finishing 8th again. And that's what I said. We're going to finish 8th. People saying there's not been an Arsenal legend at the Emirates, only Auba. Deluded. Absolutely deluded. Not for me. Not for me. Pepe work hard enough without the ball. Simple as that. Pepe seems to be he is a luxury player. Luxury player, man. Whoops, what's going on here? Come on, come on. Even Alex, yes. Feature a lot on the Arsenal fan circle. Welcome here. Carl, good evening, Carl. Have Arsenal really only got 3 games? Oops. Look at that. My wife. Twice in a row now. Got to answer it. Carl, double header. My wife called in twice now. Have Arsenal really only got 3 games in February, or did I hear that on Sports News? Let's have a look here. I think it is only 3 games. It is only 3 games. Let's have a look at this. Well, according to this, there's 4 games. Wolves, Chelsea, Brentford, and Liverpool. So you probably misheard, Carl. I think you misheard. There you go. Okay, I stand corrected. Yes, Brentford home, Wolves home, and home and away. Are you sure? Unfortunately, Stan is here for good, Alex. Well, if you look at the previous owners of Arsenal, they never stayed at Arsenal forever. So he's not here for good. He's not here for good, Stan. Because forever is too long, man. But no, I think I know there has been talks over the years that he's bought Arsenal to give to his son. That is a possibility. You know, Peter Hill Woods did that, for his son. But Not for me, man. Not for me. Alex, I'm really happy. I get to see Arsenal play. So why have you got a tear in your God, Gary? Gary, come on. Look. You're really saying it. Look, what's going on? Gary, come on, man. God daring me. Cranky ain't the barnacle on the bottom of the boat. They are Edu and Arteta down there. Cranky is the most massive anchor ever to sink the ship. That's what I thought. Yeah, Chelsea is rescheduled, Alex. Yep, thank you for that. Look how long it has taken for Newcastle to get rid of Mike Ashley. A while, but he went eventually, didn't he? Stan Kroenke is not going to be here forever. And like I said, it's not going to be any billionaire owner riding on the horse coming to save the day. It'll be the fans united, and hopefully not going to the Emirates and causing criminal damage. I wouldn't want to see that, like of which we saw at Old Trafford. I don't want to see that. Nothing wrong with protesting. We live in a democracy. Do we live in a democracy? Well, that's a debate for another time. But I want to see the fan base not only coming towards the end of the season thinking, oh yeah, oh okay, we've got to protest. No. New ownership, new manager, no messing about. Absolutely. And as much as I can't stand Chelsea, you've got to admire the ruthlessness in Roman Abramovich. Chelsea, his plaything. The man are ruthless. He demands the highest standards possible. You win the Champions League. Wow, fantastic. Now do it again. You can't do it the next season. You know what? You're out. Next. Ruthless. Will Arsenal win a game in February? Carl, be careful now, Carl. Yes, Carl, we should beat Brentford at home at least. I wouldn't bank on that. I wouldn't bank on that, to be honest. Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear. Heavens to Murgatroyd. What are these people doing to me? What's Arsenal doing to me? So come on, guys, get the predictions, because like Mark Lawrence, the Liverpool legend, he said that it's going to be 2-0 to Wolves. Difficult team to break down, but they could probably eke out 1 or 2 chances. I'm not going to give my prediction. I'm not giving my prediction just yet. All right, so let's have a look here. Let's have a look at the poll. See if there's any been like movement. I don't mean bowel movements. There's been any movement in the poll. And the poll, again, just asking the question. I'm not saying I want to see Serge Gnabry play at Arsenal, DWTT. Don't get me wrong. I'm just asking the question. Would you like to see Serge Gnabry at Arsenal in brackets again? Would you like to see the Serge at Arsenal? Age 26? 26 years of age? 913 votes on the platform. Unbelievable. 30 thumbs up and 6 comments. I've responded to all those comments there. And the voting, there's been a little bit of a change in the votes. So would you like to see Serge Gnabry at Arsenal in brackets again? 19% of the followers and subscribers on Canon 4 TV have said, no, Alex, we don't want to see a Serge. We don't want to see Serge Arsenal. And 81% said, yes, we want to see the Serge at Arsenal again. And as John says, for me, it would be not a downward step. It would be like a humongous jump downwards for Serge to come at Arsenal. Goodness gracious me. What's this world coming to? Arsenal might not win a game in February, but Carl will definitely get time out in February. Hey! And Carl is agreeing with Mark Lawrenson, 2-0 to Wolves. And Carl says, no, 3-0. You know what, Ashley, can you put Carl on a timeout, please? Really says 1-1 draw. Colin says out coach, and by the way, the defense will be giving up more goals than they did last season. For those of you, he fixed the defense, delusional. Oi, Carl, what's wrong with you, man? Are you wanting to be put on a timeout, Carl? What's wrong with you? He's getting all guns blazing now. Frank Lampard, next Arsenal manager next season. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do, I might, for the remaining 6 minutes, I think I'm going to review the news of today from Canon for the TV's perspective. So not in the same order, but we'll go it this way. We're back in action on Thursday against the Wolves, the Wolf Pack, playing away from home, the Molineux. And my brother will be doing his live watch along on Thursday. He's going to start at 7:15, I believe, 7:15. But the game kicks off 7:45. So make sure you go over, support my brother with his latest endeavor, the latest segment, newest segment for him at least, anyway, the live watch-alongs. Predictions, yeah, Mark Lawrenson actually said, well, you know what, the Wolves are quite a difficult team to break down, but they could probably eke out a couple of chances. Arsenal, 2-0 to Wolves, and that's Mark Lawrenson. We also spoke about this gentleman here, Nicolas Pepe. And like DWTT said in the live chat, we all want to see the AFCON Pepe, not the Premier League Pepe. But unfortunately, he's back. He needs to play in the Premier League. We want him to succeed, but for me, it's not going to happen. Project Pepe has come to an end. I'm sorry. But anyway, the report says that he went to speak to Mikel Arteta to air his unhappiness at not getting game time. And Arteta said, well, you know, if a player is not happy, is not performing well, and he stays quiet, well, then we've got problems. But the fact of the matter is Pepe went to speak to him, shows some good faith. But yeah, but good faith is good faith, but he wants to play. He wants to play. But for me, I have seen enough of Nicolas Pepe, and I think he's very, very lucky that he didn't get sold in a January transfer window. Who got rid of? Headline act? Well, not for me. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, for me, who is not an Arsenal legend. Maybe certain segments of the fan base and supporters, he was a fan favourite, but not an Arsenal legend. Then we spoke about Pablo Mari. This one's quite interesting to say the least. Oh my goodness. Put out on loan. He was one of Mikel Arteta's first signing in 2020. But he's not featured since he got manhandled by Romelu Lukaku. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you remember? He's probably still having nightmares about that. But Pablo Mari told Spanish Radio Marca, I haven't had any luck at Arsenal, but when I've been on the pitch, I think I've given a very good level. Yeah. In the end, there comes a point where you have to make decisions. Yeah, he would have made a decision. And that's certainly not to say that he had any kind of falling out with Mikel Arteta. No, he says he is one of the best coaches he's worked with. Manu added, Arteta is one of the best managers I've come across. He helped me a lot to understand football better. It's an idea very similar to Guardiola's, but it has its nuances. Okay, all right. So you haven't been managed by many managers. Yeah, okay. And yeah, so that was the news of today from Canon 14. We have doubled up from the morning show there. I do want to show a quick video explain something, a project that I have been working on since the pandemic. I haven't featured the video about that, but I've kind of put up a new video, and have a look at this video. the opportunity is not for everyone. You know, when you used to go to maybe, you know, or maybe queuing outside a nightclub or some place of endeavor, you try to get in. They say, actually, excuse me, lad or missus. If your name's not on the door, you ain't coming in. You ain't coming. This is an exclusive club, only for exclusive people. All right. So likewise for this opportunity is not for everyone. Okay, because not everyone's looking for an opportunity to really make a change in their life. Yeah, financial freedom and all everything else that comes with that. But again, I'm going to repeat this: the opportunity is not for everyone. So have a look at this video very quickly, and I'm going to put up some notice and look at it. If you are that person who's been looking for this opportunity, send me an email. Send me an email. Yeah, there you go. So this opportunity only the serious. It's not for everyone. Again, there's a chance for getting some money, but with that money, you know, some returns and some trading. If you are that person who's really interested in an opportunity, you think, oh God, I've been waiting for this opportunity. Alex, tell me more. Tell me more, Alex. Send me an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Again, this opportunity is not for everyone. Only the serious need apply. Only the serious, nobody else. Okay. I was going to show the video, but I think I'll hold it off for tomorrow. And yeah, let that sink in, people. Again, so again, there is an opportunity for some serious returns on trading, you know, commission, you know, security, if security really exists, guarantee money each and every week. Again, this opportunity only applies for those who are really serious. Yeah, security for your family, get the things that you've always wanted to get, do the things you've always wanted to do. If you wanted to travel the world or buy a car or a house, this is the opportunity. Send me an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Okay? And that's all I've got to say. Go for the last chats now, and then we are done on this evening show. I've got to end it before the wife comes. I'm supposed to be doing some cooking. Anyway. I think I missed something, haven't I? Have I missed one of these? Yeah, really says predictions for tonight's game. And one of the games, where is it? Predictions for Everton versus Newcastle. I'm going to go for a Newcastle win. I'll go for 2-1. 2-1 to Newcastle. He would be better, Carl. You're correct. Colin. And Colin said, Colin, Carl, I know you're only joking, man. Don't worry, man. It's all right. It's all good. Who are you carrying to win the Super Bowl? Oh, well, that's not. Yeah, well. My club Arsenal became liquidated. Goodness. I think Barcelona new striker looks well overrated. What do you think? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Apparently, Arsenal put a message up on the. Yeah, I saw it. Thank you for the heads up, John. Oh my bro, my goodness. I still think Arsenal can get top 4 if they stick by the young players. They need the experience as well. They need the experienced players. You know. Yeah. Well, anyway, who will you buy? Pepe? I wouldn't buy Pepe. I wouldn't go anywhere near him. If your basket was empty, it said. Actually, Alex, I gave you man of the month for Arsenal FC. They gave it to Martinelli. Yeah. Martinelli. Please, why Arsenal supporters always been negative? When we started the league this season, we were talking about relegation. Is it Matthias? Matthias? I can only speak from my opinion. And again, I said it, halfway through the show, is that when you have seen an Arsenal achieve all the things we've done, not in a long memory, but in a short memory of the history of the club, and you see over the last, let's say, maybe decade or maybe 7 years, we've not been challenging for the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League in 17 years and counting. And then you see the players that we have signed. Look at Willian. We bought Willian from Chelsea. So when you see that, is it any wonder that the fan base gets annoyed and to a certain extent angry? I mean, I wouldn't say literally go out and fight your fellow supporter and supporter, but that's what's happened. That's what I've seen. I've seen Arsenal fans fight amongst themselves, and that was the penultimate season when Arsene Wenger was here. To this point where we are today, so I can understand the frustration. But the moment you start to say, okay, well, Arsenal, before you know it, Arsenal will become a mid-table team. Very, very average, bang average, can't attract, top line experienced players. Been out of Europe for more than 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years. And, I've also, further afield. Imagine we move from Highbury Stadium to go to the Emirates because we were told we've got to move from Highbury because we need to compete with the elite clubs in Europe. But excuse me, we got to the Champions League final when we were at Highbury. We were the Invincibles when we were at Highbury, not at the Emirates. So we were already competing with the elite clubs. And just see the downward spiral now of the kind of players that we are recruiting. We're going nowhere fast. So that's why there's so much negativity there. Also, message on its shopping site. Yeah. I was actually surprised to see that message there, really. I was thinking, oh my goodness. Oh. I mean, like John said, they're probably desperate for people to buy the latest merchandise. Today, we're improving. Let's wait and see where we finish at the end of the season. I predicted at 8th. We're going to finish in 8th place. Where do you think we're going to finish, Mateus? Where do you think we're going to finish at the end of the season? They quickly removed the message, but was supposedly an error. An error, yeah, right. What's happening here? Yeah, sorry about that, people. Anyway, still complaining. Look at England team. Complaining? England team. What do you mean? What do you mean? Now, I wonder why you would say Everton to lose 7-0. Why? Dear. Let's have a look at. Oh, I missed this one. Sorry. Tottenham look like they're serious than us. Top four for them. And Nazim says, my friend Pepe is a player Arteta doesn't like. When you drop a £72 million player, of course, his confidence will be low. Look at AFCON. He's scored in all his games. Saka is a win? I don't know what you mean, but he's stopped defending. You mean a winger? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. No, he's not. He's not. I'm not even going to go into what he did. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Carl asked the questions. Do you watch any other sport, Alex? Well, I used to watch cricket. West Indies, of course, but West Indies were the 70s, 80s, and a little bit of the 90s. Not now, not these days. Anything else? I mean, when the Olympics are on now. But yeah, I don't really watch any other sport, to be honest. So yeah. Come on, you Hornets! Come on, you Hornets! People, I believe we have finished. It's been a 4 hour and 4 minutes. A little bit of negativity from DWTT. What's happened with you, DWTT? I think it's probably gone off now anyway. Carl says very, very quickly, Klopp stayed right away from Pepe. I think that says everything. Yeah. One question for all you gooners. What's the question quickly, Ashley? Saka is a work in progress. All right. Yeah, we know that. We know that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the question is, why have you not hit the like button? Because they don't like what I'm saying. Actually, that's what it is. That's why. Simple as that. We are Arsenal fans, Carl, and we watch the dumps of fires all the time. You know, people, we have come to an end on the evening show. We doubled it up. We did a morning show. I repeated the news from the morning show and add a little bit more sauce on this evening show over here. I will be back tomorrow morning, give you some more live news. So look out for notifications, but you won't see it if you're not subscribed. So you've got to make sure that you have subscribed, like it says there. Pow! You've got to subscribe. You have to subscribe. You need to subscribe because if you don't, I'll come looking for you. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I've got my laptop, a new laptop. Oh my goodness. And actually, my old laptop, when it does come out from the shop, I'll give it to my sister. Still a good laptop, but not as powerful as this one. Not as powerful. This is like 4 or 5 times as powerful. 4, 8, 12, 4 times as powerful. Yeah, 4 times the RAM. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on the evening show. Yes. So enjoy your evening. Enjoy your afternoon because maybe you're probably living on that side of the planet with Colin, stateside, or it could be like early hours in the morning if you're like on that side of the planet, Asia. Anyway, if you're somewhere in the middle with me, God help you. God help you. All right, guys, enjoy your time, and I shall see you tomorrow. And just a quick reminder that you have been watching, listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.